Ready, Paul. We're ready.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I hope you're all having a good afternoon or a good morning. It's pretty white outside, so good place to be is in the workshop. So I have Mr. Brian and Mr. Doug. I'll just bring them in. There they are. I'm not going to kill them names today.
What? Why? Why?
Yes,
Just
yeah,
because
you
it's a week
will.
before Christmas? Hold on
A
a
week
minute.
before Christmas,
Oh,
I be nice to everybody. You have to. So I'll stick these back in the background, and
Peace
bye
and
bye.
goodwill to all men, except
yeah.
Jerusalem Twosome.
So, guys, I have a piece of maple on the lathe here, and I want to give you a proper size. It's 3 inch
Never.
by 7 inch. Okay, I'm going to make a pedestal bowl. I've never made a pedestal bowl before, so this is
No.
a new one for me. So we'll see how to get on. So we need to get 10 inch on both sides of this. I have it mounted between centers. Step center on that side, and before I've rollable cone center on this side. So we'll just get the pole gauge. We'll take some of this timber away from the base and get a chucking point on it. And
Maple, you
Brian
say?
or Doug can tell us who's going to be in the chat.
Yeah,
Go
I'll
ahead,
be
Doug.
glad.
I'll let you do
I'll
it.
be glad to do that.
Good man.
Gary Glass is in today. Hey, Gary.
Look, Gary.
Let's see. Chris Dodds from Down Under. Hello, Chris. Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks. Hello, Todd. Wood and Burl. Hey, Haley. How are you doing? Let's see. Who else we got? Fred Gilbert is in. Hey, Fred. Paul Hayton is in. Door 60 is in. Vinny Charlton is in. Vinny. Hello, one and all. I'm at the bottom of the chat. So, hello, everybody. It's good to see you today, so to
Welcome
Yeah,
along,
speak.
welcome
guys.
along, everyone.
So to speak. I think on every live I've ever been in, somebody has said, it's good to see you today. We don't see each other than the earworms and the one that's
Yeah,
turning.
yeah. But it's good to see everybody appearing. At least you know they're still
Absolutely.
alive. When they're in the chat, you know they're still alive, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because some of us guys are getting a bit old. Ooh. Just some of us, like, yeah, not
Don't know who
everybody.
that might be.
Not Paul or Doug or anybody or me even. I don't know. Ah, ah,
Oh, mercy. It is
uh,
interesting.
So just
Some
bring
of
that
our,
tailstock up, to recenter that, and it lines up exactly with your point of contact. So that's good. So it means your tailstock and headstock were in line too.
yeah,
So we'll give that a wee spin. Good. So we're going to bring this around, take all the wax off it, and we'll put an R tannin on that other side. So that's what we're doing at the minute.
starting to say a couple of our Wednesday night folks went to a couple of the symposiums, and it was their first symposium, and they were amazed at the amount of gray hair.
yeah.
Um, One of them, it's become a mission now to get people under 30 started in wood turning.
But will that be a
Uh,
good mission? Say.
Absolutely, it's a great mission. I support him. I
Hmm.
don't think it's all the uproar that he thinks it is. Um, it's just one of the cases. People under 30 typically don't have time or the money to get into wood turning.
I have to
Um,
agree with that.
Yeah.
There are very few youngsters. Well, having said that, now the RPT system in the UK
Yes.
are working on that very thing to try and get more youngsters in and involved and turning.
Yeah, anything we do that helps younger folks, whether they're kids or young adults, anything we do is going to help the craft stay alive.
Of course,
Um,
of
then
course.
again, with COVID, what we saw was a lot of people who suddenly had a little bit extra time start turning.
Did maybe one
So,
of them.
yeah.
So it's a great hobby, I'll have to say.
I was very glad that I didn't have to wait till I retired to start
Yeah, what
turning.
else would you be doing if you're sitting in the house twiddling your thumbs, you know?
There's the thing.
You could be doing other things. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not very good. You
Um,
about drinking and stuff. Yeah.
There's lots of good hobbies out there, but woodturning in
Yeah,
particular is a good one because it kind of takes your mind off things. You go into the workshop, you have to concentrate on what you're doing, not what
Yeah.
you're worried about on a day-to-day basis.
Yes.
You kind of tend to forget
Defi-
that kind of stuff.
Definitely a stress reliever.
Yeah.
Copperell Woodworking has come in. Robert Boltwood is in. Hello,
Rob,
guys. Malcolm
Robert,
Douglas, Roy's the boy. Several folks had popped in all of a sudden.
well, I'm there. Why is my chat not moving? Ah, there we go.
Let's see. I'll scroll up a little bit. Make sure I hadn't missed somebody. Andy the Valley Woodturner is in. Hey, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Chris Dodd says, in dog years, I would have been older than. Oh, wait a minute. I shouldn't have been here, maybe. Oh dear. You're that old, Chris.
In dog years. Well, yeah, when you multiply times 7, yeah, I'm well over the hill then in dog years.
7 sevens is 409 for me. What you worrying about?
Just putting a
I'm
slight
not that far
dovetail on
behind you,
that.
Brian.
Clean the face of that up. Okay, we'll turn that back
Roy,
around.
Roy says I have to put on the live chat. Oh my God. Roy's
So
telling me how
that's
to work
gonna
the chat
be
now. Would you believe
the
that?
inside of the piece. So we'll turn it around.
Roy had real issues with that last week
He did, yeah.
on Top Chat and didn't see anything. Oh, mercy. Mine moves on Top Chat, but not like it does on Live Chat.
Okay, so we'll bring the tail stack back up while I remove some of this timber. For everybody that was laid in, we're making a pedestal bowl, and it's the first ever for me. I've never made one.
That's a bowl with a P. Hold on a
needs a-
minute. Hold on a minute. What's this
need to remove
podcast
some of
says?
this.
Can someone get Brian a job? I turn up here to skive off lunch, and here's Brian. Never you mind, Calvin. That workshop tidied. It's getting near Christmas. That workshop needs a tidy. Chancery.
Mercy. Oh, my shop. My shop had a nice tidy last week.
Oh, it does. About time, right enough.
I did not find what I was hunting for.
Oh dear.
That's the sad part.
Well,
yeah, at some point I dropped my wedding band out of my pocket.
Oh, that's right. You already said that.
Yeah, yeah. I never have found it.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's
How much trouble is that causing?
None.
None.
I'm probably more upset than she is.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said at the time I don't wear rings. I do have a wedding ring, but it's in Michelle's jewellery box.
I've got my original one, my old one, and if I can find it, I'll put it on. But I may very well go get a silicone ring.
No, Gary, I didn't find a bricky yet. I'm not actively looking yet because I'm not going to start now till the springtime. The days are too short to be doing anything really at this time of year. So we're still in the planning stage, Gary.
Yeah. Todd says wood turning was a transition from building furniture on the weekends with buddies. They retired and moved away.
No.
I understand that. I do understand that. My dad retired, and well, he actually started before he retired, but he was making um, antique furniture. What's the word I'm looking for? He was copying antique furniture.
Oh, reproductions.
Yeah, reproduction. That's the word I'm looking for. Just couldn't find it. Anyway, he was making almost as much money doing that as he was when he was working. So that was a good retirement income until he decided, 2 years ago to stop doing that. But he still does a lot of repair and refinishing, and so it's
Well, that's
working out for him. He does what he wants to now instead of having to work quite so much. He was working 40 plus hours a week in a shop there for a while.
My goodness. It does suggest that also turning projects are a lot faster than building things like a 6-drawer chest. Yeah,
Yes,
I know what you mean,
absolutely.
yeah.
6-drawer chest takes a couple of weeks, and a bowl you can do in a couple hours. Yes, absolutely. Somebody asked me that very question a week or two ago. Why do you turn stuff instead of building furniture? Because I do this a whole lot faster.
So I'm just bringing the top of this bowl over
See that?
slightly.
Yeah, I like that shape, Paul.
Kind of closed cup, I call it.
I'm trying just kind of shape I can work with. I'm sort of more or less there. I don't want to make it the bottom of the foot too small or it'll fall over. You know,
Exactly.
I want it to sit nicely on the table. But there's very little tear out in there. It's very surprised there. Maybe that's because I sharpened my gouge.
Well, that helps always.
Right, we'll
Paul
just tidy
Kavanaugh.
this bit up a wee bit more and take a wee bit of wood from here. Just a wee bit. I would just like it shaped a wee bit more.
Paul Kavanagh says he's not been in his shed for a month now. He says all his free time has been spent printing on mugs, water bottles, and anything that stands still long enough for Christmas presents. he actually gave us my Michelle a night a beautiful mug with a stylized horse on it. Absolutely fabulous. Becky.
Very nice.
Have a look at Paul's website.
Paul, is this what am I trying to say? Like Cricut cutting vinyl and applying it, or
what does he call it? Sublimation or something to call it?
sublimation? Okay, yeah.
I think that's what they call it.
Yeah.
He does
So
that
it's
kind
applied
of
and then heated on. Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, good stuff.
Absolutely beautiful designs he has. Beautiful designs. Sublimation is just
Yep.
Confirmed.
Just going to bring the round nose scraper over here and finish this curve off.
Gary says you go to the kitchen one day to make a brew and there'll be no mugs left in the cupboard. That means no mugs left.
I've got one of my favorite mugs right here with about 2 more sips of coffee in it.
One of my favorite mugs here. It's got a picture of a fox on it. And on one side of the fox it says for, and on the other side of the fox it says sake.
Paul says he has loads of mugs, mostly upside down printings or back to front printings or spelling mistakes. That's what I would end up with. Tons of them like that. Absolutely.
I'll keep the spelling mistake ones. They're unique.
Yeah. I recently saw a whole set of mugs, a whole grouping of mugs where they had done spelling mistakes, probably on purpose.
Yeah.
Because they were, be several of the same thing. Just for something different.
Yeah, look at all them old masters and stuff. Some of the paintings that they did in the beginning, the trial ones, the
So
Those are
that's
big.
looking quite good where
They're
it
making a
is.
fortune nowadays.
Just a wee bit of a
Yes.
bulge here. I'll take a wee bit more out of that.
Well,
The money that's misprinted and gets out.
yeah, that
You know,
gets
if you find that stuff, that's talking about big money. My
Mhm.
word, a $10 bill becomes thousands and thousands of dollars.
Mhm.
Paul Kavanaugh says unique, not when you make 10 of them before you realize. That's when you make another 50 and put them out for sale.
Okay, so
On purpose.
that's that. The shape more or less I want it. We'll
Good
do a
shape.
wee bit of sanding. Might put some wee beads in that with a beading tool.
Ooh.
I haven't decided yet. Well, see how well this sands up. There's no tear out at all on that. Very good.
That doesn't look like anyway.
I'm gonna go, guys. I just saw Paul Finley's got a live going on right now.
Well, you just get a notification. Oh, that's good. Then. That happened to me the other night with Terry.
Yes,
Got the
yes.
notification about 10 minutes after he started.
Alex is out with the wife having lunch today.
With the two Mrs. Nashes. Oh, no.
Yes, yes. Must be
Well,
wife Mrs. Nash and Mama Mrs. Nash.
must be. You have a good lunch, boy. Enjoy. And don't be eating too much. Because it's bad for you.
There's going to be plenty of eating for the next 2 or 3 weeks, I imagine.
Yeah, I know. Don't talk. Paul Cameron says, I got notification from one of yours, Brian, 24 hours after it ended.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, I know Northern Ireland's a bit backward, but this is ridiculous again.
Yeah.
Well, not really backward at all, you know. It's people's impression.
Yeah, and well, this is one of the worries I have with all this AI stuff, that it doesn't work on time or at the right time or what have you. That's just one of my worries.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm of an age now, I'm not worried at all. I don't really care. Just,
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
else can worry now. It's not my turn of worrying is past. It's just, I'm so laid back now, I'm almost horizontal. Nothing worries me anymore. Don't care. I've done everything.
Chris Dodd said, that's funny. My notification says Paul's doing a wee bowl.
Do they? You need a wee bowl.
A wee bowl. Wee
A
bowl.
wee bowl. A wee bowl.
Wee
Paul's
bowl
always
all
been a
Sometimes I'll
wee
say
bowl.
we today.
Well, it's getting to that stage. It's becoming a drinking game for
around.
those people who like to drink.
When I first started watching these lives, that was every time you'd be about 30 minutes and somebody said, what is the word today?
Yep.
And next thing you know, the keyboards were going nuts because they were slurring on their keyboard.
Yeah, that was JP's thing.
So we're just going through the grits, guys. Even though I'm going to do a wee bit of beads on this, just to give it a wee bit of definition instead of being plain.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of added interest, particularly if it's kind of plain timber. You need it's nice to add a bit of interest, something that catches the eye. Well, I asked you before, why there's a Jubilee clip on the end of your lathe ball? Yeah, I did ask you that, didn't I?
Well, I explained to you. Under there is like a wee
Well, there's a pin that holds
there's a
it
wee
in. Is that
pin.
right? That's it. You
It
did.
kept jumping out, so I
Hmm.
just knocked that round it to keep it in because I took it on the quill out one day to clean it, and
Hmm.
ever since that the wee pin won't stay in. You know,
Ah,
so that's why it's around there. Just have to keep an eye where you're putting your hands.
indeed, I was thinking that. The other thing you could do is buy a pack of roll pins, of course, and put a roll pin in it. You know what roll pins are, do you?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I don't.
It's like a
Is
cylinder
it a
spring, is what it is.
Paul? Is that a pin or is it like a plate that drops down in there?
I think it was a plate, a pin. He
Yeah,
said.
could be.
What's that? What's that?
Is it a pin or is it like a little plate
No,
that
it's
drops
like a
down
wee
in there?
plate. It
Yeah,
slides in.
yeah,
It's like a
mine's a
wee
plate.
keyway thing,
Right,
All right,
right.
okay.
Mine's
but
got the same
it just
thing.
jumps out. It springs out when you. It should really sit in there on its own, but it doesn't want to.
I had to put some grease on mine. You'd think that'd be the wrong way around, but it actually it works.
It kind
It
of
works.
sticks it in there a wee bit, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Until it gets a little crud in there, and then it's
Mm.
there for good. And you got to take a screwdriver or something to punch it out if you would need it out. But yeah,
Well,
that's
bet-
what makes the quill go in and out.
I decided to take the lathe down to a nice clean. So I took the quill and all out and
Mm.
took it all apart and cleaned it all well and put it back again. That was a service
Right.
for a year.
Yeah.
Surprising much dust gets inside there, you know.
Good man, Robert. Robert Brock was just said, Brian, nothing worries me now, and I've decided that I don't need any negativity in my life. I have no time for it. 100% correct, Robert.
Right.
No.
Right.
You get a
Negative.
certain stage of your life you don't need any hassle.
Paul
Just go
Kavanaugh's
along.
going to check out, go back to the mill. Good to see you, Paul. Benjamin just dropped in. Hello, Ben.
Keep crunching them rocks, Paul. Keep crunching them rocks. Oh, what's you had? Chocolate matchsticks. Every time Paul says we.
Wee.
Mhm.
It's a wee. So I'm just going to do another wee bit of sanding.
Right, the place back, he says, I had a call, and as I use my phone, still, I'm back. I had a call, and as I'm having to use my phone still for lives. Oh, of course, your computer's knackered, isn't it?
Mhm.
You poor soul, Roy. You haven't bought a new one yet. What are you doing? Come on.
He hadn't found one for $5 yet,
Jildy.
or £5.
Yeah. £5 in the pub.
Right, right. It's got to be in the pub. It's got to be £5.
Gary Glass says, I hope you got a full packet, Ben. Stop it. You'll be
maybe,
giving Paul a complex.
maybe,
I know.
maybe
I
two
don't
of them.
see. I don't say we that often.
No, you don't, Paul, no.
Just in every sentence. Yeah. So I'm just putting on a wee
about.
taste of sand sealer
There
here.
you go. A wee taste of sand next to it.
I'm trying to think sentences up here to bring it a wee
well,
in it.
you don't need to think about it, Paul. It happens anyway.
You think so?
It does,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Yep.
try hard. I try hard every day to bring that in.
It's working.
Shoot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Froze.
Todd said, oh, you've frozen, Paul.
We may have
Uh-oh.
lost him.
Doug may come on the screen any minute
Okay,
now.
I got to pull my pants back on here.
You better, yeah. What was I going to say? Todd says, buy a cheap Amazon tablet, Roy. What do you find?
Norman Greenwell. Hello, Norman.
My motto is never worry about money. You owe it, let the ones you owe it worry.
There, you're back.
Oh,
I'm alive
right.
still.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
I didn't do anything. I just
Your camera
whatever
froze.
done.
Yeah.
What?
Your
You
camera
froze up
froze.
for a moment.
No, I just went blank. There's my camera's way.
Oh,
Right. What
we still got
happened?
that one. So, yeah.
I done an update on OBS, and then
Mhm.
I couldn't get logged into StreamYard, and that's what was happening there. I just was getting a black screen, and
Hmm.
you could see the way the wee wheel goes round and round.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it was doing.
The Wheel of Doom. Yeah.
Right.
Put us
So
back in the
we're going.
background, Paul.
Oh, sorry about that. I forgot about you.
No, you're all right, mate.
There we are.
There you go.
So we're going to use a wee beading tool here. Just a couple of wee beads. Put a wee bit of decoration around the outside of this. And you want, I think this works better if you're below center.
Gary Glass says,
Gary.
Gary Glass says he's a bit like you as well, Paul. He says every third word I say is we.
Can't
And you
print
can't,
out what the second word is.
and you can't print what the second word is, yeah.
That's too funny. Too funny.
What tool is this, Paul?
Pardon?
What tool is this we're using?
Wee beading tool.
Ah, it's a beading tool. Whose beading tool is it?
The rubber sorbet.
Robertson. Yeah. Okay.
So I find it's good for marking out, and then you can finish the rest off with your spindle gouge.
Hello, Roger Kent.
Careful with that and keep it kind of negative rakish. It should do a good job anyway. Hi, Roger. Welcome along, buddy. Yeah, you're quite right, Norman. Not about not worrying about money. That's what the banks are paid for. They're paid to worry about money.
There you go.
You know, why do you need to worry? Pointless. I would have thought. I give up worrying about anything. I don't worry about anything anymore. You know what worry does? Takes
Makes you
your
old
joy out
quick.
of today. Takes your
Yes, it
joy
does.
out of today.
Yes,
That's
it
all it
does.
does. If you're worrying about something that's going to happen in the future, you're only ruining your today.
Yeah. Future tends to work itself out. The past already has.
Yep.
So why worry about it?
Yeah. Don't look back. Plan for the future, but live for today.
Mm-hmm.
But certainly don't worry about the future. It'll come anyway. You can't do anything about it.
Yeah, man.
Can't speed it up. Can't slow it down. It's going to be here. Yes, sir. It's going to be here.
Right. Should I do another one?
Gary says it's too late to change his way now. No, it's not. It's never too late.
Todd says, eat chocolate often, every day.
Something in chocolate that makes it nice on your brain.
It does. Dark chocolate. Dark
I don't know what it is, but it's in there.
Yep. Even on my restricted diet, I have allowed chocolate back in. Dark chocolate as high
Mhm.
concentration of cocoa as I can stand. I'm really liking 72%. I can get that pretty readily.
No, I don't. The only chocolate I like really is Cadbury's Dairy Milk. It's the only one I like. Don't know
Yeah,
why,
it's way too sweet for me.
but lovely. Now,
Okay, that's as far as I want to go with that. I think I'll just tidy these beads up.
I'm concerned about Ben's Ben's state of mind. I really am. Like,
Ben, if you're worried about the zombie apocalypse, all you got to worry about is stocking up on shotgun shells. That's all you got to worry about.
stock up on water and axes, he says. Pete's in. Hello, Pete.
Hey, Pete.
Hi, Pete.
That's Twisted Pete of the Trees, right?
That's Twisted Pete of the Trees. Yep. Apparently. according to our Terry. Poor Roy can't have chocolate anymore. Oh dear.
Roy, is that because of diabetes?
Probably.
It is. If it is, your higher percentage of cocoa, like 72%, has very little sugar in it. Carbohydrate numbers are way down. And I don't eat a whole bar by far. I eat, it's usually in squares, and you can use, the serving is typically 2 or 3 of those, and I have one, and usually just one a day.
Gary Glass says, Brian, I'm a Highlander and ex-infantryman, so no way I can change my language now. Now, Mr. Glass, I hate to tell you this, buddy, but I signed up in 1969 into the Black Watch. You don't get much more Highland. And I spent 24 and a half years in said military.
Yep,
There is always room for change.
sure. If you decide you want it, it can be done. What was the fella's name? He was a fairly new turner, but he was turning really nice stuff. Said he was a Gordian.
Is that not me you're talking about? No.
No. I mean, he turned a trembler and did a really
Oh
nice
yeah,
trembler.
Rob Bennett.
Yeah.
And
Is that right?
he came on and did lives on a Saturday morning, about 8 hours long.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same boy. And he swore about every second word.
Yeah,
In the
but
beginning.
he was working on it, and it was getting better, and then he quit.
He did. Yeah.
Brian Best is in. Hello, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
He says, "Hi, all late again." No, Brian, you're not late. You're right on time for you.
Absolutely. It's just
You're only a wee bit late.
your timekeeping is as good as normal. It's perfect. Pete says Steve over at SK Crafts should use this to SK Crafts. I can nearly talk. Should use this design. It's easier not to drop. Yeah, it's got lots of wee grips on it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Ben ran out of his chocolate matches about 2 minutes in.
Prime Best is in. That's who we were just talking about. I didn't hear Paul saying it. Prime Best was in.
Echo. I won't give you a hard time like Terry does.
Right, we'll stand those up.
Brian Best in, by the way. Did you all know?
Okay. Hey, Brian. In case we missed you, Brian. Hello.
Oh, yeah. I do just a wind Terry up. It's great. He bites every time.
Oh my, he does, doesn't he?
Yep.
We just said that.
Yep. Oh dear. Are we leaving this au natural, or are we adding some things?
Say that again.
Are we leaving this au natural?
A natural, yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Natural.
What do you think? I hadn't planned a color.
I think every bead ought to be a different Josanya color.
Oh God.
No, I'm kidding.
Let's make Paul's leg difficult. Let's make him gold and silver leaf alternate.
No.
Alternate beads. Brian Best says Christmas cheer has been taken.
Okay. Oh
yeah,
my!
Yeah.
Last night I wanted to holler across the screen. Those bells need to be silver, not gold. Silver bells.
Yeah, it's Christmas. You can have bells any color you want these days.
Well, the song says silver bells, doesn't it?
Does it?
Silver bells. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, don't be
Okay.
singing, Doug.
I suppose it depends which song you're singing, I suppose.
All right, all right.
Do, 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 do.
Well, we've got weather alerts for snow squalls today. But I think it's going to stay north of us, which is good. I got to go about an hour south of here today and back.
Wow.
Ben just got a new paint can opener, new SKU.
That not. His new SKU has just arrived.
Yeah,
What did you get, Ben?
he just told you a SKU.
Yeah, but we need more detail than that. Yeah.
Is it a 1/4 inch, a 1/2 inch, a
Yeah.
2 inch?
I got a couple of new SKUs or tools too.
Scrolled edges,
got the-
rolled edges.
I got this Hamlet
Ooh,
craft
nice.
tool. It hasn't been used.
What is it?
10
3/8
pound.
rolled edge?
£10.
Where did you steal that?
The woodshed.
Oh, what are you
Also, a nice rubber Sawbright skew. £10.
Somebody's rolled the edges of that too.
Well, they came in part of a sale for tools for sale, so they're
Cool.
all priced. All
Was
priced
that,
as
on
sale.
Sat- was that on Saturday?
Yes,
Gee, I can't
There's-
get up.
there's still bits and pieces left. So there is.
I can't get up though. I can't drive. So
Todd said that Ben's SKU is a paperweight. I think
or a
Ben
wall
actually
decoration.
told us. Where did
Henry
it go?
Taylor 1 inch with rolled edges. Very nice, Ben.
There it is. Yeah, that's a nice tool. That'll serve you well.
I'm laughing at Pete. He started the plot on Saturday, decided to colour it today. 200 years later, I'm deciding I should just cut off the colour off. Now, Pete,
Oh,
you're going to have to send pictures before you cut it off.
Ben is telling Todd that he already has his SK114s for proper paperweights.
That's the best use for them, I have to say. Expensive
goodness.
paperweights they are too.
And a heavy one, my goodness, yeah. You can have a hurricane come through with SK114s on top. I'm thinking of buying another chuck. I've got 4 here. I need at least one more. I'd really like to have 2 or 3 more. Then I'd never ever have to change my jaws. That'd be great. Quality cost, Brian, says Pete.
Quality costs. Yeah. Quality
Yeah,
costs.
if you want a quality paperweight, go ahead and get your SK114.
Exactly. Just buy yourself an SK114. Perfect.
I'll stay with my Novas. Brian's gonna stay with his, and well, you've got 2 or 3 brands, don't you?
I do, yep.
Just not an SK.
Just sharing the wealth. I do have an SK. I don't have an SK114, but I do have an Axmaster chuck. I have the SK100, I think it's called, or something. It's not any better a chuck than any of the rest of them I've got. I have to say. I still think the Patriot chuck is better than any of the rest of them. But that's just my humble opinion.
Yeah, Todd said practicing with a SKU is therapeutic. I tend to agree. I've done 2 of the Richard Finley ornaments, and
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed doing those with my little 1/2 inch SKU.
Some people say you guys are getting therapeutic mixed up with frustration. God, Pete, stop. Pete just agreed with something I said there. I can't believe
That's
that.
right. Right.
Pete and I both agree about Patriot chucks, I have to say.
It's a good looking chuck. I know that. I've never used one.
They're a nice chuck.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think that's all that.
I think if I was starting again, I'd be buying all Patriot chucks. But I've got loads of chucks now, so I'm just going to use them until they are no longer usable,
There you go.
and I might think about changing them. Oh, look at that, Douglas! See you, Malcolm Douglas. You just bought a second-hand Patriot chuck for 80 quid.
Oh my. Oh
Very
my.
good. Very good. Just spin that up. Get the extra sanitator off, or the wee grooves.
It's looking good.
I had to read Pete's comment there 2 or 3 times before I understood what he was saying.
He suggested a few improvements.
Yeah, suggested a few improvements to Sorby about how to improve the Patriot.
Yorkshire grit.
The way he said it, a few changes to improve the Patriot to Sorby. Like you're going to make the Patriot a better so that Sorby could sell it. Well, one way would bring the price down. And
Yeah, bring a price down. 80 quid.
Ben Allen says, what's the difference between the Patriot and the Nova? They do look very similar. There is absolutely no doubt. I just think that the Patriot ones are better engineered. I think. I don't know Nova chucks either, though, guys. Absolutely.
If you
have
don't
nothing
know
against
any
Nova
difference, you know, what you have, it'll do the job.
yes, yes.
To me, this chuck's a chuck, no matter what it is.
Mhm.
Some people say they prefer Vicmark and stuff, but as long as it holds the wood, I couldn't care less what it is.
I've got
Oh,
5
boy.
Novas and a what's that other one? It's a cheaper one. And the cheaper one I got it super cheap because the guy said he couldn't hold wood in it. But you know, I've never had a piece of wood come out of it. Never have. And it was the first one I had where the chuck key had it's a square end on it.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. But I can only get jaws from that company, Barracuda. That's it.
All
The
right.
Barracuda chuck.
I've never heard of that. That must be an American job.
It is. It is. Well, it's Chinesium, but yeah. A company called PSI sells it.
Okay.
It's not a bad chuck. It comes in a little. It's a kit. Comes in a little case with all the different chucks it's got with it. Then you can buy more.
Yeah, we have a chuck like that. It's called the.
Sure, I think I've removed all the excess Yorkshire grit from all the wee grooves.
Rutland. Do a chuck similar to that.
Wee taste of wax.
Ooh, that would be neat.
Can't that.
In response to Ben's question about the difference between Patriot and Nova, Todd says we need someone to disassemble both and do a comparison.
Wait for the singing. That. You were into the new 10.
A new 10?
No.
When you had so much wax in that other one.
I mean.
It's hard to get out of the bottom. So I thought I would just treat this wee bowl to a nice new 10.
Pete has just said the difference is hard to explain. Best I can do is remember the Volkswagen Golf advert when they just shut the door on a number of cars to show that the Golf was just better.
There is a difference, like on some of them.
It just works right. And
Yeah.
it's quite
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
The key doesn't wobble about in it. The jaws kind of close nice, and they're not loose, and they're not wobbly, and just
Mhm.
feels like a well-built
It
thing.
was almost like they
Well,
took the
that's
Nova Chuck and just
well, let's turn. We'll just
made
tidy this
tighter,
food up and
just
redo
used
the
tighter
choking
tolerances on
point.
the Patriot.
Possibly.
That's a wee bit high. We'll turn up this.
Yeah, you might could say it's like the difference between a Ford and a Lincoln. Then if you want the Big Daddy, you got some money to spend, and you want the Big Daddy, go for the Easy Wood Chuck. You just
That is a lot of money, though.
yeah, but what you get for that lot of money, you get one chuck body and all the chucks you could ever want. Everything except an O'Donnell chuck or O'Donnell jaws. There's no O'Donnell jaws for a.
They never used to
that
have
big
a
one.
lot of jaws for it. They've obviously updated the range.
Yeah, it's here. It's about $1,000 to get it all. But it's pretty nice. You got everything from thin jaws
Just
all the way up
recutting the
to
dovetail for the jaws. Right, that'll do that. Just tidy that underneath that. The wee round. Oh, yes, I've got an R tool. I forgot about that one.
Another one.
Yeah,
Mike
nor
Evans.
round nose scraper.
Well, what do you like? Go
You
on,
know,
what'd you pay for that then?
£10.
Oh,
You can
yeah,
see
well,
much differences. It hasn't been used.
Yep.
Most of the tools hadn't been used.
My goodness.
is this people who were putting them in? Like, it's just
No, people that passed away.
that's what I mean.
So
And the tools get handed into the club.
yeah, raise some money
missed
for
it.
the whoever's there. Yeah.
Mike Evans has joined us. Just a wee bit late, he says.
Just a wee bit.
And Pete said that's exactly what happened, that Nova had outsourced production to Robert Sorby for a while, who re-engineered it after Nova moved its production to China. Yes, even their lathes, they moved from New Zealand to China for production. Supposedly, Technatool has people there in the plant doing all the quality control. But I hear a lot more complaints now, especially in the last 4 or 5
Put the
years.
wee lines in, because that's going to be our base underneath. We'll just give it a wee touch up with sandpaper.
Yeah, Robert says we're going to nickname Paul Roy now. Roy gets everything for £5, and Paul gets things for £10.
Well, you cannot pass the bargains up when they appear. So you just have to buy them when they're there.
Yeah,
Doesn't happen that often, you know. There was a lathe as well, but I think it went. Don't ask me what the lathe was, but it was a good lathe, apparently.
Ben, Nova Chucks have a wide range of prices depending on which model you get and where you get it from. I can get a Supernova 2 out of Canada with the insert for under $100. But if I try to buy it here, it's going to be
That
well over
wax has had a wee
$100.
chance to harden, so turn the speed up. We'll give it a wee buff up before we turn it right.
Todd says, but you can buy brand new for $12.99. Well, used to be a running joke every time I went to Woodcraft. It was a $100 bill.
Okay. Hopefully that's deep enough. Hold on a wee minute when I turn it right. Maybe chance my arm there, Paul. I'll make it a wee bit deeper. I'm gonna always cut a bit off the foot later. I didn't want to have to touch that, you know, afterwards. That would be the finished foot, so I'll just cut a wee bit more than that. So it's not. I'm scared of breaking the edge out and the thing coming off. We'll just deepen that a wee bit. Better being safe than sorry. Right. Oh, looks
That's-
better.
Ben,
Yeah, it
that's
looks a
the
lot
whole-
better. Okay.
All right. Ben, that's kind of the point of the Easy Wood chuck. Yes, it's expensive, but you only buy one chuck body. And then you buy all the
Interchangeable
jaws,
jaws,
and
yeah.
they interchange so easy and so quick.
It's too
That's the
high.
whole point.
Okay.
Todd
Cool,
says
guys.
Woodcraft is
Start to take the inside of this out.
Todd says Woodcraft is less than 2 miles from his house, so he has to limit how much he buys every trip. I very well understand that.
Mhm.
I'm glad they're 45 minutes to an hour away from me now, which is one of the things I'm going to do today if I get to go. Yes, Pete, you're right. Problem with buying new is when they
$12.99.
they come in with the new packaging, the pretty packaging. Yeah, that packaging costs. It does.
It
Not
does.
not as much as they charge you for it.
I don't know. I think it's all in the price.
Something happened there. See the wee bubble on that?
Mhm.
Did I? Smooth in your chuck somewhere.
Yeah, it did.
Is there a wee knot or something in the wood? Hit hard, but
A little bit lighter cuts.
Took too heavy a cut there.
guilty. I've charged you on. I do it all the time. Try to get it done too quick.
Yeah, yeah. Go hogging out that wood and you come off your tenon or out of your recess.
There you go. Pete has the right idea. The jaw is the main decider on chucks. Maybe you may be quick to change, but if they don't have the jaws you want, you'll need another chuck or three.
And my brain works a little bit the way Pete's does. 3 is always better.
I have 5 chucks. Oh, sorry, 6 chucks now. I bought most of them second hand, mind you. So
Oh yeah, yeah. That's most of mine have come that way.
the only one I did buy was In fact, I didn't buy it at all. Robert Sorbet sent me it.
Yeah,
Came in a box.
this Supernova 2 that I've got recently, that's the only one that I've bought brand new. Everything else has been secondhand or stolen from my father. When I left his shop, he started just handing stuff over. Like the old original Nova. I've still got one of the old black original Nova Chucks with the Tommy bars. And then I've got a mini, I got one of the mini Novas, which is the only one that the jaws don't transfer. And the rest of them I've bought for very little anyway. Like that Barracuda, I think I paid the guy $25. So it
Wow.
wasn't much.
That was a good deal.
Yeah, it was. Well, he said he couldn't use it. Every piece of wood he put in it came out, he said.
Yeah, that was his chucking. That was his mortise or
Yes.
his tenon that was wrong, probably.
Right. I think he was probably putting too big a tenon in, thinking bigger is better. And with a tenon, it's bigger is not better.
Yeah, Brian, Carl does use Easy Wood Chuck system, and there's several jaws. It is a
Yep.
good system. There is no doubt about that. It's a good system, but I
It
don't think they
changes.
have the range of jaws, though, do they? I don't think
It's
I've
got
looked it up in a while.
he's got 6-7 sets of jaws,
Okay.
including the big ones. Well, what can I not? Cold jaws.
Cold jaws, yeah.
I know what the problem is. I haven't had enough coffee this morning. My brain's not.
That's what it is, yeah. Hasn't kicked into gear yet.
No, I've only had 1 cup, so.
I looked at it, but I just thought it's too expensive.
It is. It is expensive. I don't have one, even though I'm a demonstrator for Easy Wood Tool. I don't have one, and they won't give me a discount on it either.
Oh, they're not?
No, I can get a discount on all the other on the tools, all the handles and all that stuff, and my cutters are a little less expensive. And if I'm going to do a demonstration, if I'm needing cutters, they'll just send those to me.
Yeah.
Because they're specifically for a demo. Of course, they'll last a lot longer than that demo.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But yeah, the one thing that's not included is the chuck. Now they're running a sale right now. Easy Wood Tools is. I forget what it is, 10 or 15% off of everything. So if you're interested, you might want to go look. And go directly to Easy Wood. Don't go to Amazon or one of the stores. Look at Easy Wood Tools, see what's going on.
They only sell through Amazon anyway in this country, do they not? Or Axminster.
Yeah, for y'all. Well, Amazon, they sell through Amazon.
They do, yeah.
Yeah.
And Axminster tools in this country.
Todd's asking if I'm going to Tri-County Mall area. No, I'll be closer to the Fayette Mall area, Todd.
Are we better out of that?
Just a wee bit now.
Just a wee bit. Not a big bit, a wee bit. Too much of cut there, Paul.
Mike at Dances with Aardvarks is in.
Is that getting a bit thin, Paul? No.
No.
How thin are you making that?
I think it's a good quarter of an inch in that.
All right, okay.
So
it just looked a little bit like I could see light through it, but it's not. It's just
no, it's the way the light's shining on it. No, there's plenty of timber there.
Holy.
Quarter of an inch. Don't be telling me that, Brian.
It does, but I'm looking on the screen here. It looks like there could be a light behind it, but it's not.
Tell you that, but I just noticed that.
That dark spot you're chasing that keeps getting bigger. Oh, I've done that how many times? There's a dark spot. I just got to sand it a little more to get rid of it.
Gary, this is not good, boy. Gary's having to leave. Somebody actually wants them to work for a living.
Oh my goodness.
That's not good at all, Gary. You need a new job, buddy.
Okay. Pete says there's 8 sets of jaws for the Easy Chuck. He would still need at least 2 other designs they don't offer. Yeah, I said a while ago, the O'Donnell jaws, they don't have that. Nobody has the O'Donnell jaws.
I usually
yeah.
have a quarter-inch bull gouge here. It's a
Indeed, Ben.
normal grind on it, bottom feeder.
Ben just reminded me that I'm watching you, Paul, not Steve.
That's kind of cold, but true, but cold.
What's that mean? But
that
good or bad?
Steve has a habit of going through the bottom, or he did have. He was a couple of years back. He was on twice, 2 weeks in a row, and funneled both times.
Oh my.
And he's never lived it down.
No.
Yeah, well,
No.
it's been a wee while from I done that. Just a wee bump.
I'd love to say it's been a while since I've done it, but it would be a lie.
So we're just getting our one more cut down the side of this compared to that.
Very easy to do if you're.
Ben said it's fine to make fun of Steve when he's not here to defend himself.
Yeah, of course it has, Ben. You're quite right.
We do it when Steve's here, so it doesn't matter. Ooh, that's a good question. Mike asked Pete, was there a reason that he didn't build on the Verichuck platform?
I have the Verichuck platform too. And I have both sets of carriers, one for the Axminster stuff and one for the Record Power stuff, well, Record Power, Nova, etc., etc. So I have both sets of carriers. And I have a set of cold jaw-like jaws on that.
Just seems to be a wee bump here, just where my thumb is.
A little bump.
I think I got it. That feels a lot better. So we'll take the rest of this.
Good.
Away.
Guys, I'm going to step out for just a minute. I'll be back in just real quick.
On you go, buddy. Greg Alexander's joined us. Hi, Greg.
Hi, Greg. So just nibble it away at this. Take a wee small cuts.
Right, Verichuck is what it means to be. Right.
See what that's like. Yeah, that just needs tidied up. That'll be.
Pete bought his. He says Pete bought his specifically for the cold jaws, and his cold jaws are fitted to it all the time. He already had 4 Axminster chucks.
Just bring that tool rest in a wee bit.
Oh dear. Yep, I have a set of SC2 or is it SC3? I set an SC3 chuck with my cold jaws on it, and that's what stays on it. And Pete says that it's new since then, and he has an SC2, which is for the dome jaws, the small size, and the Patriot because he wanted it. You're quite right, Pete. It's not so much about need these days, it's about quite fancy
Right,
that. I'm having it.
I'm happy enough with that. Just tidy up that edge.
Fred Gulliver's got to go. Jobs to do. Good man, Fred. Catch you later, buddy.
Thanks for coming in, Fred. So just bubbled that edge down in towards the center of the bow.
Mhm.
I think it just looks better. So that's that done. We'll put that up out of the way. We'll get some sanding done. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Oh dear.
Todd in Glen Cove says buying all these expensive chucks is helping the economy. Of course it is. We're doing a bit for the economy.
Oh, Paul, what are you doing?
We don't want to add to inflation by buying all these really expensive ones.
Just checking before I move on to the next grit.
Mhm.
That was 80. And that's fine.
I'm
120.
back.
You're laughing at Todd again.
Yeah, Todd has two chucks that have cold jaws attached to them.
I found that when I first bought a chuck, I thought, oh, I need those cold jaws, and I bought the small set, and rapidly discovered that the small set is not much use. It's far better with the bike set because it does everything. So I have one SC3 chuck that has a set of cold jaws permanently fixed to it.
Right? Yeah, my old original Nova has the smaller cold jaws on it. I should have, but that was because I bought the small set of jaws, and that just came with it.
Yep. I think I still have the small set of jaws somewhere, and they're sitting in a drawer somewhere.
I tell you what, I like some of them.
But I don't use them. I just use the bike set because you can make them as small as you like almost.
Well, I've got one chuck with jaws on it that has they're extended jaws, but they're only 25 millimeter. So
Mm.
I can have a pretty small recess that I can close in on,
Mm-hmm.
and it tightens down, oh, less than half an inch, probably 3/8, I guess. That's on one jaw or one chuck. The cold jaws are on a chuck. I've got, what are those? They're less than 50. Closed up. Well, let me get a different tape measure. It's got metric on it. Maybe.
Well, just tell us in inches. I'll tell you what isn't metric.
Well, I know I've got one that's got metric on it. 1.75 inches closed on the outside. So that's
30,
40,
43 mil. 43 mil.
43. Okay.
Well, 25 is an inch, and then
Right.
19 for the quarter.
Okay. 43 mil. So it's a little smaller than the
Mm.
normal 50 mil.
Yep.
And I've used those jaws a lot here recently. A lot. But then I've got that SN2, and I've got the heavy. I forget what they're called now.
Yep.
Bowl,
Bull
elite
grippers,
bowl
yes.
or heavy bowl grippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, big heavy jaws.
Yeah.
And those, my goodness, I've no, I can't get a piece of wood to come out of that one.
I've got jaws all the way from zero, little dome jaws.
Mm-hmm.
They basically go down to zero. Well, that's 5 mil now because I drilled a hole in them. All the way up to 5 inch. So
I have thought ever since I saw y'all's dome jaws, I've thought I would like to have a set of those.
they're a cracking little jaw.
Yeah.
Absolutely cracking little jaw. Great for doing finales and stuff like that. SC2 chuck with dome jaws. The only problem is when they come new, the edges are rounded, so when you put something in, it doesn't tend to grip it. Hence putting the 5 mil drill bit down through the middle of it, just to give it a sharp edge.
Right.
And it kind of grips the timber better.
Sure. Well, I know she has. Ruby talked about they had her trying out some of the new things, and those were included. And
Yep.
she told them, you know, these are great, but if you'll run something down through there,
I think
It's just a wee line there. I was sanding that. I couldn't get it to disappear, but I got it now.
You got it? Good man. So Pete and I did drilled the holes in the small chuck.
Right.
And
just wanted back. I got a couple of grits.
Ruby was in a chat with us one time, and she kind of got the message too, and she mentioned it to Record Power.
Yeah.
I don't think they've changed it though.
Well, that's one of the things, it takes an engineer 5 times longer than it does somebody that actually uses something to realize it's a good idea.
Why has the heart disappeared off my chat? Oh.
Good for you.
No, it's back again.
Oh, well. There is a way to do that.
Yeah, there is. I don't know how I managed to get rid of it there now, but it was gone for a minute, and as soon as I put the pointer back over it, it came back.
Okay.
Right, that's all the sanding done.
Unless it timed itself out there or something. I don't know.
We drink of sand sealer.
Todd says he's been using the Beal collet chuck lately for making ornaments. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my, Fred Gulliver has to go. Gilliver. Excuse me, Fred. I'm sorry. You've got to go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming in, Fred.
Yeah, Pete. The very last, for me, the very last comment always has a word or two that's missing because of that heart.
Pete says, "Can we all just tell YouTube to lose the damned heart?" It's just annoying. It is annoying. It's a pain that aspidistras.
It's not on mine today. Usually it is.
You get a heart, a smiley face, the celebration cone, the shocked expression face, and 100% on it. Instant emojis, I think they call it, or something.
Yeah, yeah. Which you can do anyway, but why in the world they thought they had to put that heart right there? I don't know.
I have no idea. It's a stupid thing. You're quite right, Pete. We should all email YouTube, tell them to get it back off again. It's rubbish.
Just a wee taste of Yorkshire grit. Rub it into this.
If you don't mind, Paul, I'm going to go ahead and put my link in for tomorrow.
You go ahead. You work away, Doug.
There it is. If y'all need to see it, there's my live tomorrow. I keep wanting to say afternoon, but for y'all, most of y'all, it's evening time. For me, it's 3 in the afternoon. That'll be my last one for this year.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm not going to do the day after Christmas, but I'll do January 2nd. That's not an issue. I won't be home on the 26th. We've got a week of travel.
A week of travel.
Yep. My wife will work on Christmas Day.
Oh no, somebody stole my wax. So I left it in the wrong tin.
I knew you had a bunch of wax left in that can.
I see. There's plenty in that.
Yeah,
There's
you got a
never-
week, at least a month's worth.
You get a couple of bowls in that.
Yeah, miserable son.
Take it right down.
Yeah.
You ever scrape a butter dish out?
Ah,
Oh,
Or
that,
tell
oh,
that's
thank you.
right. I
So
put,
when you stop can getting it on the knife, scrape it all out. Get it all out.
Where are you?
I put the link in, and Todd said, "No, who is it?" Yeah, Todd said, "I don't see the link." I understand,
I don't-
Todd. Nobody sees the link because
No.
I don't have a spanner on this channel.
Wait a minute. Just type
Brian
something in the
put-
chat and I'll get it for you. Type something into the chat quickly and I'll get it for you.
Well, come on.
That'll save me going all the way back to the start to find your first comment. There you go.
Right, give
Oh,
that a
that-
quick
Think of it annoying me
polish.
now. There we go. Dum 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 dum.
It's coming,
Right, what
Roger.
we doing?
Brian's getting it. Brian's getting it.
But where is your upcoming videos?
Look under live.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Live from the workshop. It's Tuesday night, one waiting. There we go. That's the one.
That's it.
Found it. Found it. Found it. Got me. People probably have found it by the time I find it. Oh, peace like.
That's our wee pedestal bowl.
There we go. There you go.
And,
That's
made from
that's like
maple.
that's actually quite a nice piece of wood for
Yes, it is.
maple. Sometimes
Yeah.
quite plain. There's a little
Yeah.
bit of something in that.
So a nice wee project. And it's a wee sweet
Yeah.
bowl too. You can put sweets in
Yeah,
it.
it's lovely wee sweet Christmas sweet bowl. Yeah.
If you had just on your colors on those beads, it'd be pretty Christmassy.
Uh-huh. So bring the,
Oh, yeah.
my
Or-
cartridge
or some-
in. Oh, wrong one.
That's
That's
a good
better.
one.
That's
There we
better.
go.
So there we are, guys. We pedestal bowl.
Excellent,
by
Paul. Well done,
interpretation.
mate. Good job.
Very
Interpretation, because I
nice.
never made one before. I was trying to
Looks
get
good.
some
Yep.
photographs to see. Well, there's a whole lot of different types. You can make it
Yeah.
any shape, you know. But
Can.
nice wee project for Monday afternoon, guys.
There
And
you go.
there we are.
There you go. There's another one. There's mine. Just
Oh,
same
very
idea.
good. Yep.
Same idea. Yeah.
Same
I
thing.
didn't think about the sweets in it until I seen it sitting.
Wee sweetie
Aye.
jar. But I
Sweetie
did
jar.
have somebody's been in here and pilfered the sweets out of this. I have to say,
The purple
because
ones.
there were purple ones. There were 5 purple ones on top of there, and they're now no longer there. Where is
Wonder
that
who would
Michelle
have done
person?
that.
Till I go and have a word with her.
I
I
bet
like
that's
all the
not who it
soft center
was.
ones.
I think
bet she
she's
didn't
been
do it.
off. I bet
So,
she did.
Right, guys. Thank you for coming in and joining me for my live.
Good fun, Paul. Thank you very much.
Next Monday's Christmas Day, isn't it? So there won't be a
It
live
is.
from me either.
No-
Yes,
no
next week
live.
is Christmas
No.
Day.
But keep your eyes peeled. You might see one jump up during the week.
We'll see what happens.
See what happens, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks very
indeed.
much for coming in, guys. And we'll say cheerio and let you
Goodbye,
get back
everybody.
to your hard work. Say cheerio,
Cheerios in a
guys.
glass. Cheerio.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.